Marooned on Tal'vok. Captain Alex Drake awoke to the harsh glare of Tal'vok's twin moons. His exploration vessel, Odyssey, had crashed days ago, leaving him stranded on this hostile, alien world. The barren landscape stretched endlessly, littered with jagged rocks and the skeletons of creatures he dared not imagine. His supplies were nearly gone, and his only weapons were a bone-shard blade and a pulse pistol with 2 charges left. He had survived by sheer will, evading monstrous predators and scavenging from the land, but he wasn't alone anymore. He had felt it. Something powerful was tracking him. The Huntress appears. Karinath, a warrior of the Trel'shara, watched the human from a distance. She was tall, her skin an iridescent blue, covered in armor crafted from the carapaces of her past kills. Her race lived for the hunt, and her task was simple: eliminate this human who had trespassed. But the longer she observed him, the more curious she became. Drake moved with the fluidity of a predator. He set traps, stalked his prey, and fought with the cunning of a true warrior. No human should have lasted this long on Tal'vok. Yet here he was, scarred, weary, but alive. Interesting, she murmured, activating her cloak and following him deeper into the wilds. A dance of predators. Drake crouched behind a rock, feeling the oppressive heat of the red sun. He heard the faintest hum, the sound of a cloaking field. He gripped his bone weapon tightly. "Show yourself," he called out, voice steady. "I know you're there." Karinath uncloaked, stepping into the light with grace. Her 4 glowing eyes locked onto his. "You are more than prey, human." Her voice was smooth but commanding. "You are a hunter." Drake eyed her, taking in her towering form and alien beauty. "You've been following me," he said. "Why?" "To see if you were worthy." She drew her twin energy blades, their edges crackling with power. "Let us find out." The duel. The 2 clashed in a blur of motion. Karinath's energy blades hummed, cutting through the air with lethal precision. Drake dodged, countering with quick jabs of his bone weapon. He fought like a man who had nothing to lose, his every move calculated to survive. She struck, and he parried, their weapons sparking against each other. She admired his tenacity, the way he anticipated her attacks, the raw determination in his eyes. Hours passed, the moons rising higher. Both were bloodied, exhausted, yet neither would surrender. Finally, Karinath stepped back, breathing heavily. "Enough," she declared, lowering her blades. "You have proven yourself." Drake wiped blood from his face. "Does this mean you're not going to kill me?" "No," she said, her mandibles twitching in what resembled a smile. "It means you have earned the highest honor among my kind." The proposition. Drake sat by the fire they had built, nursing a wound. Karinath sat across from him, her energy blade sheathed. "So," he began, "what happens now?" Karinath leaned forward. "Among the Trel'shara, the greatest honor is to pass on one's strength to the next generation. Only the most worthy are chosen to propagate their line." Her eyes glowed with admiration. "A hunter like you deserves to pass on his genes." Drake blinked, then chuckled. "That's one way to put it. I am offering you a choice," she said. "Join me, become a part of something greater, or continue alone in the wild." Drake considered the alien world around him, the constant danger, the loneliness. "You're serious?" "Deadly. A legacy in the stars." Months later, the Trel'shara whispered of the human who became more than prey. Captain Alex Drake was no longer just a survivor. He was a legend, the mate of Karinath, and a hunter in his own right. Together, they hunted under the twin moons of Tal'vok, their bond forged in battle and blood, ensuring their legacy would live on in the stars.